Hi everyone, Bandanner here, and a very warm welcome back to your Friday episode of the monthly tournament cast. Today we are with Awoodenbox and Mix90 for a couple of games. Awoodenbox playing the British divisions in both of these games, representing his home nation. Awoodenbox playing in this game on the right in blue as the first time, and on the left in red we have Mix90 playing as the 5th Panzer Division. Both very good divisions. This should be a really interesting game. Let's have a look at what Mix90 has down first. We have some fanfare going up there into that building. We've got another one heading over here. We have some more recon a little bit further back, spread out quite nicely. This is a really fun map for a 1v1. We have a Leo 2A3 coming out early here, command, and we have a Fliegerforst command going into there, and then heading there to safety, I guess, and everything else I think will be heading towards the center. I'm not sure that tank has an order yet. Just select it. Oh, it does. It has an order now. It's going up there. Over here we have Marders with Panzer Grenadiers. We have a Leo 1A5s, a Gepard, and another command heading into here, and then over here probably then going to decide where to go, and just a general spread across this area. Okay, let's spin round. Awoodenbox, interestingly, going out with some Terriers Paras, Carl Gustav up here and into here. Some recon coming up at the back there, some Scout Slaw in a Spartan heading into this point here. We have, again, a patrol and a Terriers Paras heading into the center here. And the same over here, another patrol and Terriers Paras heading into there. We have three Foxes here, wow, all heading into this point. He's obviously wanting to be quite aggressive with Bravo. Further back, we have a Javelin LML heading into the center. Down here, we have some armor rifles and a Chieftain Command. Chieftain Command will be heading into here initially, I'm sure, and then likely heading into Echo. Over here, we have some armor rifles and Javelin LMLs, all heading up here. Oh no, a couple heading in here as well. That's a really wide spread for Awoodenbox here. Very widespread. He's going for every point on the map, basically, that he can get near. Whereas it feels as though Mix90 is being a little bit more cautious, though he is sending his command over here solo. That could be a huge mistake, because he's going to come up against those Foxes and the forward deployment troops from Awoodenbox. So that command could be in a bad position here. Early combat in the center. SAS patrol there being engaged by the Lux. Terriers Paras pushing all the way up to those buildings, it seems, instead. The Lux obviously quite a good unit. I hear a jet coming in behind here. There's a HE bomber looking for a kill on the Lux, perhaps? No, flying straight back round. It does feel like Mix90 has a lot more in the center here. There's that Chieftain Command driven through that point. Now going to head elsewhere. Maybe something needs to kill that Lux. I don't know what it's going to be, but something needs to. There is a Warrior Milan coming up this way with some armor rifles. HE bomber going in for a kill. Oh, it's going for the command back there. Oh, beautiful kill on the command at the back there. The command at this side was also destroyed by the Terriers Paras. Couple of early command kills there for Awoodenbox. Mix90 keeping the pressure on in the middle, though. Has managed to gain control of that point. The Lux pushing all the way out the other side. Although Awoodenbox in control of this point at the moment. Milan, oh, Warrior Milan versus the Lux. Who wins here? Oh, the Milan hits. It gets the kill. Chieftain Mark 11 pushing into this point now. The Leo 2A3 has finally arrived, but it's going to drive straight into that Carl Gustav. No, it has turned. It's now venturing this way. The Fox taking pot shots at the tank there? I'm not sure. I hear a helicopter. An Apache coming in. There's a Javelin LML there. It does kill the recon helo pretty easily. Back in the center here, Chieftain Mark 11 command tank being utilized to attack stuff rather than move into the next point. But at the moment, Awoodenbox in firm control of a lot of points, just hasn't actually capped them yet. Just not in any rush to do that, it seems. HE Bomber coming in again. What's it looking for a kill on? Possibly the tank. Yes, it is. Oh, that is a devastating blow on that tank. That is an expensive piece of equipment. That is not going to be fun. Warrior here assisting those Terriers Paras and killing the Panzer Grenadiers. More Marders coming in here. We'll be facing off against the armor rifles soon. Armor rifles getting shots off already. Under a lot of fire from a lot of squads though. Apache pushing around this way in the center now. That should make short work of those armor rifles. There is a Javelin LML at the right of the screen here pushing up though. Armor rifles will certainly die. Lots more Warrior Milans coming in with armor rifles though to this point. At this side, it does look like Mix90 has made a little bit of progress. Jaeger Aufkul are in that point now, going up against the Spartans. Rover Command coming in the far side, likely for this side of the map. Where are these units going? Foxes pushing up somewhere. Could they be going to block off the supply lines here? Quite an aggressive move from Awoodenbox. Yeah, he's pushing out pretty far here. I see tanks being called in response to that. Awoodenbox trying to set up a buffer zone by the looks of it to keep units as far away as possible. Obviously the Warrior Milans will be well placed to do that because they can use the Milans to kill vehicles coming along the road. And Iltis Command here has been pulled back again. Apache Rocket being utilized again here. The Warriors have smoked. Obviously the Javelins moving up as well now. He will need cover from those Javelins to deal with these choppers. I see Gazelle rockets coming in the center there. Looks like Awoodenbox is going to fight rockets with rockets, so to speak. Warrior Milans here tearing apart the infantry in the center. Looking pretty good from Awoodenbox's side. If you look at the mini-map right now and what we can see here, all those red dots are pretty far out the other side of the map. A couple of looks moving in there. Getting close to those foxes. Foxes have pulled back a bit. Awoodenbox with a lot of micro going on here. He's controlling a lot of units across the map at once. That's something I find difficult to do. Fliegerforce gets a nice kill on the Gazelle Rocket there. Gazelle Rocket's obviously very low in hit points. That Chieftain Mark 11 command still roaming around the map, attacking stuff. Hasn't actually taken any points yet. Rover Command has managed to make it into this point here. Question is, will it move? Yes, it is. It is now moving up towards Bravo at the far side of the left. Warrior Milan's pushing in again here. One goes down to the Marder Milan. But there's a good buffer zone here. There is some distance between those points now. And getting back in. Foxes up here. Waiting for that Lux to get close by the looks of it. The Lux is going straight for them. One Fox goes down. And the Lux goes down. An eye for an eye. Over at this far side, a command finally arrives here for Awoodenbox. Currently +2 to Awoodenbox. 24 minutes to the win. But he's got good control of the map right now. Warrior Milan's in the middle here. Being absolutely devastating against the infantry in the buildings. Just able to stay at a significant range and pepper them. Two Leo 2A3s coming in the center now. There is a Gepard in there and some Fliegerforce. Not a lot of anti-air. So I can imagine the HE bombers from Awoodenbox probably still getting in and doing some damage to these tanks. A third Leo 2A3 coming in at the back there. Apache pushing in around this side now. There isn't actually any anti-air in here now. I think at the start of the game there was just one Javelin LML in the middle, I think, wasn't there? Awoodenbox being a little bit light on the anti-air. He is bringing some Javelin LMLs in there. We see, yeah, Jaguar HE Bomber coming in for that tank, surely. Going for the tank and the Gepard, perhaps. Gets the kill on the tank once more, but that, yeah, I was going to say, that HE Bomber is going down. That was a lot of fire. 2 Gepards in there now, obviously. Plus, the Flieger Force managed to get a hit, I think. Marder's coming in here. Mix90 doing the same as Awoodenbox, utilizing the Marder's autocannons. But the same is happening on the other side at the same time. Apache coming around there will cause problems. Again, no AA. Oh, speaking of, Tornado F3 anti-air coming in on this Apache. Does it go down? Oh, that was close. I thought that was going straight down there. 1 hit point left. Marders having to smoke themselves after taking some damage. Tornado still in play. Is it going back for another pass? It is. It's going for the kill. Oh, it missed. It missed. Was its cannon out of ammo there? It was. Its cannon was out of ammo, so it couldn't fire the cannon anymore. That's why that didn't die. That is one very, very lucky Apache. The rest of the map currently +3 to Awoodenbox. This far side completely in Awoodenbox's control. Over here, Mix90 looking a little bit better with the support of that 2A3. Another 2A3 arriving in the middle as well. Obviously, these able to lay down a lot of fire from range, which the arm rifles cannot deal with at the moment. Are we going to see any tanks coming in here? We haven't seen any challenges. I see a Chieftain Mark 9 at the back there. Chieftain 11 in the center now. That Chieftain Mark 11 command finally moved into another point to take it. +4 to Awoodenbox. HE Bomber coming in, looking for another kill on a Leo. It's going to be this one. Bombs did not drop. It did not drop its bombs. The Leo smoked in time. And then reversed. HE Bomber will get out intact though. Chieftains and the Warriors firing from the back here, killing those infantry as they push up. Leo 2A3 looking a little bit lonely here now. Over at this side of the map. There's not a lot of red, but there is a lot of blue. I feel like the exchanges here haven't been good. Mix90. Ooh, Seed playing in. Didn't get the kill, but got a hit. 2 F104G anti-airs in now. Tornado in, engaging on them. Tornado, Seed also engaging. Gepard did go down there, and one of the F104Gs has been destroyed. The Tornado F3 anti-air has been destroyed behind us. Can they get a kill on that final? Tornado Seed does not get the final kill. The F104 is coming around to get it, though. Oh, if only I'd spun around sooner, I bet that was a good air fight. I don't like spinning around too much. I don't want to make people dizzy. Leo 2A3 command coming in at the back there. I feel like this has been a rough game for Mix90. Unfortunately, the exchanges have not gone well. The HE bombers have done a number on some of those tanks. 2 2A3s killed by HE bombers. 1 command in the center at the start killed by the HE bombers. And then the command that was on its own at the far left-hand side as we're looking at the map now. That got killed by the Terrier's Paras at the start. +4 currently to Awoodenbox. 27 minutes left of this game. I'm struggling to see a way Mix90 can get back into this now. There's just a wall of control here. And Awoodenbox, like myself, will happily sit and hold that wall of control. He doesn't need to push. He can wait. Various reinforcements being called in for Mix90 now. The question is, where is he going to push? I suspect for the amount he's calling in here, he wants to try and push through the city/industrial area here. Leo 105 there going up against the Chieftain Mark 11 command. Did not fare well. Is having to retreat. Awoodenbox heading towards the halfway mark on points, 876 and counting. Lots of Pioneer armbusts coming in at the back there. Forces pulling back in the middle for Mix90 there. I think those arm rifles pushing up quite aggressively, and he wants to get the tanks out of range. Do see that Leo 2A3 command tank pushing around to that far side. That seems risky because once again it's on its own. It's not got any anti-air cover. That is prime candidate for being hit with a HE bomber or something. And Awoodenbox has at least one left available to him, because that one wasn't taken out. Lots of Jaeger coming in here now. Unfortunately, really struggling to see how this turns around. Two Chieftain Mark 11s coming in. One for the middle, one for the far side of the map. Kills to losses, I imagine, is going to be a reasonable difference. F104G going in there against the Gazelle. Will be engaged by a Tornado. Who comes out here? Tornado did not fare well last time. Does get a nice hit this time. And it does win that fight. That's both the 104Gs out of action. Tornado IDS MW1 coming in here. Obviously very effective against infantry. Looks like it's going for a hit over here. Ooh. Not bad, but it only killed one squad. Does get out intact though. The Javelin's not doing a great job down there. Here's that Jaguar HE bomber coming in, looking for a kill on that command tank. This is going to be painful. Oh, doesn't finish the job. Does not finish the job this time. But serious damage done. And I don't think he has another one. The other HE bomber was killed. I assume it's only 2 per card. But that has set that plan back. And there is a Chieftain Mark 9 pushing into that point now to help defend it. Over at the far side, Leo 105 destroyed, Pioneer Armbus destroyed. Defense going well for Awoodenbox here. Not losing too much himself, but managing to do a serious amount of damage, and there's the surrender. Commiserations, Mix. That was a rough game, no doubt about it. Quite a significant difference in kills to losses there, heading towards double basically. Let's have a look at the kills and losses. What performed well? Terriers, Paras were doing alright at the front there. Rifles did well. And the Warrior Milan, nothing really standing out as getting lots and lots of kills. It was the Jaguar HE bomber that got the Iltis, and that Terriers Para squad at the far side that got the other Iltis command. At the other side, Fliegerforce doing very well. Got all 3 of those Gazelles that came in. They might get MVP for managing that, because the Fliegerforce isn't that good. I think Fliegerforce gets MVP here for managing to kill all 3 of those choppers. That's some good effort there. Though, obviously, a few units got decent amount of kills on Awoodenbox's side as well. Let's head into game number 2 and see if Mix can pull this back for a 1-1 draw. Hi everyone, and welcome back to game 2 with Awoodenbox and Mix90. This time Awoodenbox on the right in blue, playing as the 2nd Infantry Division, once again representing the British, and over on the left in red we have Mix90 playing as the 82nd Airborne. No helo rushes here, people. These guys have some class. Let's have a look at what Awoodenbox has down. The very strong SAS heading up to the front here. Good spread across Alpha, going in there quite aggressively. And at this side, looking to go up towards Charlie fairly aggressively as well, by the looks of it. We have some Jaeger Aufkul behind them with a good spread across the map, including one heading into Charlie. So, very heavy push into Charlie early on. Back here, we have a couple of M48s and a Rover Command heading over this way. The Command heading into Foxtrot first, and then heading across to Alpha. So definitely going to be taking Alpha. He's also now put down some arm rifles. Where are those arm rifles going? Let's have a look. Warrior Milan with the arm rifles. They're heading over here as well at the moment. Javelin being called in for this side. No surprise there. No Javelin at this side yet, but I imagine we will see one. He's still positioning things. Let's spin ourselves around and have a look at what Mix90 has down. We'll check back in with Awoodenbox. Mix90 fully forward deployed here. So we have Fire Team Dragon, a Stinger, an Airborne Scout, and a Command, all heading up into Bravo. Good spread across there. We have a Sniper heading right up into the center here to give good eyes on. And then at this side we have a load of stuff. We have another Command. We have Fire Team 84, Stinger, Airborne Dragon, Airborne Dragon, Avenger, Airborne Scouts and Airborne Scouts with a good spread across multiple points here. That's quite aggressive. We are off. Just want to have a quick look at the other side. We did see another Javelin go down there. Nothing else changed, I don't think, no. Just a repositioning of where stuff's going. The SAS going straight into that point, for instance. Let's have a reset. So, what are we thinking is going to happen first? Well, at the top of the map, Bravo and Alpha, I think that's going to just be a stabilized point. I can't see either player doing an immediate push there. They've got a good spread of units each, but nothing that really says to me I'm going to push out. I think the fighting is going to be down here. I suspect most of the fighting is going to be initially in Charlie, and then may spread into Delta. But that remains to be seen. Certainly, it will be the case that Mix has Delta first, because he's got lots of units going in there, whereas the majority of Awoodenbox's forces are going to be heading down at the bottom here towards Charlie. Early cap for Mix90 as he had the forward deploy command. And Awoodenbox catching up now, though Mix will have a few points advantage. Let's zoom in here, get some eyes on. The fight is going to be infantry combat for the moment. It depends really if Mix90 pushes into this point. I'm not sure if he's going to majoritively stay outside the point. He's obviously putting a lot into Delta at the moment. He is moving in with these infantry. They will be going up against the SAS, who will win this fight. No question about that. SAS should annihilate these forces coming in. Jaeger Aufkul there as well to assist. Humvee being peppered there. Airborne Scouts already badly damaged here. A-10 rocket may make all the difference here. Oh, SAS getting mangled. SAS being moved out of that building. Don't manage to get the kill on the A-10. Oh, firing. Oh, it does. It gets the kill. Oh. Oh, sending a jet in against the SAS is always risky. I thought it had got away, but he stopped them in time. One squad of SAS badly damaged there, but they will still clear up the mess that is here. This point certainly in Awoodenbox's control. At the other side here, Airmobile was destroyed there along with their links as they landed. That's unfortunate. Awoodenbox getting a little bit close, but the arm rifles and the Warrior Milan's pushing in now, taking out that recon vehicle. M48's pushing in at the bottom here. Will probably push across into Delta. Eventually, anyway. SAS putting up a good fight, have control of that point now. There's quite a lot of arm rifles here, and an air mobile squad, obviously, that did survive that airdrop. At the top of the map, not seeing anything much happening at the moment. The question is, can Awoodenbox push in here? He's going to have the support of the M48s. An F4E Phantom anti-air was just destroyed over here. I didn't even see that fight happen. I just heard the whiz of a missile and bits of a jet hitting the ground. What were they even going for? Was there a recon chopper up or something? I'm very confused by that. Warrior Milan's pushing in quite aggressively here. And the M48s, as I said, pushing across there towards this point. Able to give great fire support from the side. Infantry not looking so good for Mix90 here. What's happening at the other side of the map? I think a squad of, yeah, I was going to say a squad of dragons or scouts or something just got annihilated up at the top there. I'm not even sure what by. Lynx now being evac'd after the destruction of the anti-air unit, the Avenger. Warriors pushing around here, laying down a lot of fire on the airborne dragons. Mix90 still +1 at the moment, but taking a lot of punishment. Obviously only one command in for Awoodenbox. Unless he's purchased another one in the meantime. Some supplies coming in to rearm those SAS. And there we go, a rover command coming in. And there's still a rover command at the top, so he has bought a second one at this point. M1IP Abrams and Sheridan's coming in at the other side. They are needed, I think. Infantry trying to push in here against the Jägeraufkel and against the SAS. M48 tanks being redirected to that side to provide fire support. One SAS squad being pulled back to rearm and repair. That command Humvee is being pushed round here. That seems again very risky, knowing that there are M48 tanks covering this point. I know there are various infantry squads going in, but he's not got control of that point yet. That Humvee surely will stop further back. Awoodenbox looking pretty strong down here. He is moving the Warrior Milans, it seems, over towards that point as well. Sheridan does fire one of its missiles across at the M48. The M48 still pushing up. Looking to get in range of the Sheridan. Not managing to get any hits. Of course, the missile from the Sheridan is pretty bad anyway. Does miss a lot. Awoodenbox getting a good grip on this point now. His arm rifle's moving in, though, taking a lot of damage. Over at this side, the battle continues. Another squad dies on its way into this point. The command Humvee has indeed been held back. M1IP might make a bit of a difference here. Just going to get us turned around so we can see what's happening at this side. Humvee tow being engaged by those Warrior Milans in the Fox there. Fox goes down to a tow. Abrams is in. Exchanging fire with the M48s. A jet is in at the back there for Awoodenbox. A-10 rocket coming in, looking for a kill on these tanks, I think. Once again, though, going up against SAS. SAS get a hit, and another. The Javelin gets a hit, and there it goes down. There's also two jets overhead here. A Jaguar HE bomber coming in at that side, going for the M1IP Abrams, gets the kill. Jaguar HE2s doing the business in these games. Really well played there by Box, getting the kill on that tank. Obviously it poses a big threat. Command is now in that point for Awoodenbox. +2 to Awoodenbox at this stage. Jägeraufkel here taking a lot of fire, but the SAS still looking good. I think one squad of SAS died in all of this, to be honest. There's only 2 left in the buildings there. More arm rifles arriving in this point now. Is there any movement at the top? Not really. Nothing's really changed. It looks like the Humvee command from the top there is being redirected now towards the bottom of the map for Mix90. Fortunately, those A-10s just not posing much of a threat to the mighty SAS and their Stingers. Sheridan and M1IP pushing in on these warriors now. should finish them off. There we go. That's all the warriors that were pushed up front dead. Fireteam 84 and Airborne Dragons being pushed in around this side again. That Command Humvee just waiting to get stuck in. M48 pushing around the back here. One about to take... Oh, doesn't take a missile. I thought it was about to. Where are these M48s going? No real movement at the top of the map, and honestly I'm not expecting it now. Awoodenbox gaining some good control down here. Arm rifles have been killed. M48s have to smoke themselves versus the M1IP. And finally, infantry making it back into these buildings here. Jaeger Aufkel currently being rearmed and repaired. Where is that Abrams going? I'm a little bit concerned about its range against the SAS-84. It's getting close enough that they could potentially hit it if they were in this building maybe. Has sensibly backed off into the tree line. There we go. Command will have to be brought back across by Awoodenbox if he wants that back. Everything currently neutralized. M1IP able to provide fire support, but Warrior Milan's pushing up from this side. Potential to do some damage here. The Abrams is turning to engage them though. Smoke goes down. They are pulling back. Arm rifles moving up instead. Oh, one M48 goes down to the Abrams. The other one surely going to go down. Yes, it does. The Dragon finishes the job. Mix90 back in control of that point as well. He has a couple of commands in. I'm hearing some helicopters. Oh, it is the March of the Gazelles. Now, in fairness, this isn't going to end well for Mix. He has no anti-air in this area now. HE bomber coming in the center there. What's it going for? It's going for the Abrams at this side. Another nice kill. A lack of anti-air, unfortunately, for Mix90 has allowed Awoodenbox to reign supreme with those HE bombers once more. 2 games in a row, he's managed to cause serious damage. And there's the Gazelles clearing up here. There is an Apache rocket coming in at the other side for Mix90 at the moment. However, it will be going up against the SAS and Javelin LMLs if it comes to this side. 2 more M1IPs remain in game on the map right now. A little bit of movement at the top. Jaeger Aufkel pushed up for Awoodenbox. Command back in this point. One of those Gazelles goes down. Challenger Mark II is in and badly damaged there. Is retreating currently. Apache rocket at the back there, looking for a kill, probably on the air mobiles and the Warrior Milans. There's no air defense here. Attract Rapier is pushing up to assist now. At the far side of the map, reinforcements coming in there for Awoodenbox. Possibly he's looking for a push at the top of the map as well. Those airborne dragons here evading the SAS for the moment. Here comes that Humvee command and the M1IP pushing in to cover it. That command obviously looking to get back into this point. Gazelle's back here, out of rockets most likely. There's the Apache rocket being hit by a tracked Rapier and a Rapier FSA. I say hit, what I mean is missed repeatedly. Looking for another hit. Can it get the kill? It does! Tracked Rapier does the business. Command goes down to the SAS. Abrams manages to get one shot off before they become invisible again. HE bomber at the top there. Gets a kill on a Fireteam Dragon. Takes a bit of damage but will get out alive. We are seeing a push at the top here now. Let's go and join in for that. We have M48s and Warrior Milans pushing across. Unfortunately, Mix90 doesn't have a lot up here. He's been focusing mostly on the other side of the map. Jaeger Aufkel pushing right up here, showing off all these units. Awoodenbox utilising his ranged units to do serious damage to those infantry in the buildings. Sheridan firing out here with its little missile. As I say, not the most accurate of missiles. Is now taking fire from those tanks and the Milans. Milan and Jaeger Aufkull both hit it at the same time there. I don't know who got the kill. And I think this point goes to Awoodenbox. Yeah. Really good effort here from Mix90, but unfortunately the top does fall. He just doesn't have enough reinforcements there. Javelins being brought in at various points here to cover for more helicopters. But Mix90 in the meantime has managed to bring in enough reinforcements and has forced Awoodenbox out of Delta. He's still in control at the bottom there, but we are back to neutralized until that command gets in that top point. There's an Apache coming in there to assist, and the SAS are there. I was about to say, where's the anti-air? But the SAS have pushed up as well. Air mobiles being dropped off at the back here again. 15E. Sorry, 15C Eagle in, not 15E. That would be nasty if they had access to that. Not sure what it's looking for at the moment. It's firing at jets coming in at the back there. Does go down to the Phantoms. 2 Phantoms in against that there. Just didn't have the angle on them. Awoodenbox pretty much firmly in control of that top point now. Pretty good control here. Another M1IP Abrams coming in for this point. I think he's lost quite a few Abrams at this time, though. I'm not sure how many he will have left in the deck. Supply coming in. Oh, almost gets hit by a dragon. It's being moved out of dodge. Fighting MT4 being pushed up. Abrams and Sheridan's being pushed up here quite aggressively. Mix90 really wants him away from this area. I'm hearing choppers taking off. Yeah, here we go. There is an Avenger there now, though. He does have air defense ready this time. Challenger Mark II will get repaired at the back here. M48's not doing a bad job this game. Certainly pose a big threat to the Sheridans, if nothing else. Airborne Dragons pushing in here. Means the SAS are taking fire from the Abrams and the Avenger, no less. Lots of Terriers being brought in by Bedford trucks going in towards this point. Taking the back road. So they have less open ground to cover. Surely there are no Abrams tanks left in the deck at this point. I see a Bradley coming in at the far side. I don't think Mix will get back in there. Mobiles pushing in here. The Terriers coming up behind. And unfortunately, Mix90's infantry here very, very low on health. Sheridan also pretty low on health at the front there. And an Abrams low on health in the forest behind those Avengers. Or behind that Avenger. Certainly, again, it looks like Awoodenbox has managed to exchange a bit better in the grand scheme of things. The question is, can he retake this point? Air mobiles pushing in through that tree line there. Terriers in the open ground, taking a lot of fire. It has kind of revealed where everything else is, though. Challenger pushing up this side. Looking to get a shot on that Abrams, perhaps, if it can be seen. It can. Oh! Abrams surviving with 1 pip of health. Does he realise? Is he reversing in time? He's not. Down it goes. 1 Abrams remains at the back of this point. An airborne leader coming in here. But I think Awoodenbox is going back in this point at the top of the map. Couple of squads of infantry shifting around for Mix90, but he looks in a bad way again, unfortunately. He's played a good game here. Here come the Jaguar HE bombers. Can he see the Abrams at the back is the question. Is that what he's going for? I think he's going for the Avenger. He is. Drop on the Avenger, and is the other one for the Abrams? It looks like it is. Oh, 1 pip of health on that Abrams. Will need an urgent repair. Airborne leader being charged at this point. Currently +2 to a wooden box. His command, air mobile leader, going into this point again. There is a lot of rockets coming in there, but they obviously die in one hit. The Apache taking fire from the SAS and the Javelin there does go down very quickly. A wooden box here with overwhelming force for Delta. Really, there's just the airborne leader at this side. Indeed, there is. And a wooden box will move his command back in there very shortly. Look at all of those Terriers coming in there. That is what we call end of game spam. 6 squads of Terriers just being marched into this point over at the top of the map. As I say, very little movement now. It was all about whether Mix could hold on down here, and it looks like he can't. Loads, yeah, look at that. Loads of M48 being called in now as well. This is just call in lots of anything to finish the job. Challenger Mark II smoked itself there. Does not take a hit from that missile. Airborne leader still alive back here. A wooden box will be looking for a kill on that CV. 11 minutes to the victory. Currently +3 to a wooden box. Reinforcements are arriving in the middle here for Mix90. Some good sets of units there, but all of those Terriers arriving at the other side. Fire support from the Warriors and the M48 there as well. The Challenger being moved back in, and another Challenger moving up as well. There's a lot of fire support coming in here. Oh, Challenger gets a kill on a vehicle. Kiowa goes down at the back as well. Challenger's putting down quite a lot of fire support here. Dragon's obviously not the best thing to fire against the front armor of a Challenger. Yeah, these fire team Dragons, unfortunately, not many units in a squad, taking a lot of fire from the Challengers. Phantom AA's coming in at the other side, and there's the Jaguar HE coming back in for another strike. And there's the surrender. Commiserations, Mix. Really hard fought games there. Well done to Awoodenbox representing the British. A significant difference in kills to losses. I mean, you could kind of see that by the end of the game. SAS just doing the business as they always do. Do we need to look at anything else? No. SAS, to be fair, that Sheridan did well. But the SAS get MVP. Look at all those kills. Good games, guys. Thank you, everyone who has joined me. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all soon for some more games from the monthly tournament.